Stop.
We just need
Hi.
we need background singers that are.
I know. So, hi, welcome to Awakenings Within. Thankful Thursday. That was kind of a weird thing I just did. What was that? I don't know.
No.
What was that? Was weird thing. Okay. In thankfulness, this is the song I can think of.
You need to learn how to
Okay.
like
I
put
can't.
this live into our.
When you're thankful, and this is a
Yeah.
good one.
Except for it sounds like I'm back in 1960s listening to a transistor radio.
They're gonna get me for this, you know.
I know, but you can barely hear it, and it sounds like
Oh.
a transistor radio. You got to
Hold on,
stick
hold
it up
on.
right in front of the microphone so we can
It
hear it.
is. It is. Hold on. Oops. That's too
Oh.
loud.
Oh,
Now, who is this? Y'all know? Really? You don't know?
not my style of music.
Oh, I love Motown. Ready? Thank you for letting me be myself again. There we go. See?
There you go.
All right. There we go. Now we're going to be copyrighted.
Okay.
Copyright. Sorry, Gladys Knight and the Pips. You don't know Gladys Knight and the Pips?
No, I do know Gladys Knight and the Pips. I just saying I wasn't familiar with that particular song, and I do like Motown but I like the early Motown. You know what I mean? Where the
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we are thankful for our people that tune in every week. And so I put out here about 10 minutes ago, fly by the seat of my pants. If you want to join our audience tonight, please, I'll send you the link and you can join us on screen even. I know. I'm making it fun tonight.
Okay.
Thankful Thursday. So I already had some people test it out. So I know there's at least 3 of our people that come on regularly that's going to jump on. So we're asking tonight for you to talk about something that you're thankful for. One thing, 2 things if you want to share 2 things. So let's start off with us. So Bob, what are you thankful for today?
What am I thankful for?
Mm-hmm.
I only can have one thing I'm thankful for.
Well, you can have as many as you want.
Oh,
you can
good.
have 10. I
Well,
don't care.
Here's the problem is that I believe in order to have health, you need to take a posture of thankfulness, meaning that it's not just I'm thankful for these few isolated incidences, but I live a life where I am thankful. So I'm looking for things all the time that I can be grateful for. So I mean, I'm grateful for family. I mean, the joy of my life is my 8 grandchildren. I mean, they just are my happy place. When I hang out with them, the world is just good because it's simple, it's sincere, it's so innocent and sweet, and it's just uncomplicated.
Nice.
And I think that's my happy place because my brain gets filled with so many thoughts it wants to process on the macro level. And to go into their world and just hang with them, it's just real simple. So
hey Kenny, hey Jason with the Y, and we have somebody who's backstage that's not saying anything yet. We'll bring him on in a second, and then we have some more people going to join us in 1 second. So I'm really excited to have them on.
So what's putting me in a bit of a grumpy mood is all of these statements coming from people in the political sector saying we can't be with our families, or we are with our family. We can only be with a little bit of our family. And I think that's really creating some unnecessary tension in our country at this particular point when we're getting ready to go into a 30-day season where it's all about family and friendships and relationships. So who we are is getting confronted head on with what other people think we need to do. And those two things are like oil and water at the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Who we are needs to be with family and friends. What
who we are. Yeah.
we're being told we need to be is
not
that. It's
yes.
actually not just sort of a problem. It's 180-degree different direction.
Yes. It says the CDC prevention announced Thursday that it strongly recommends that Americans avoid traveling to see family members.
Yeah.
Strongly recommends. So that I wonder what that means, right? So
well, you saw the debate in some places where you've got a conflict between, governors and mayors and the police, because the police don't want to be the enforcers. It's like they don't want to be the people, like knocking on people's doors, counting how many people do you have,
how many are in your house
exactly
right now.
We got to complain. You had
turkey.
25 people in your house,
I smell turkey right now.
So we're going to arrest you all and stick you in a cell.
Well, yeah, I saw that too. Oh, we're going to arrest you and stick you in a cell, but yet you can't be in the cell because we're going to let you out because of coronavirus.
Exactly.
So I'm just saying it's kind of a conundrum.
So anyway.
Yeah. So
I would say a whole lot of people now aren't going to be saying what they're doing for Thanksgiving.
I would say that they're not.
Exactly.
I would say they're not going to say if they're traveling at all.
Exactly.
I would say that. So, I would say that I'm going to be on lockdown because I might have been around somebody with COVID, I think.
So then now, as I look out my window where I can see the highway on Thanksgiving, am I going to be judgmental of all those cars that are on the road? Where are you going? Did you not hear the authorities say you may not drive on?
Yes, don't be Gladys from that Bewitched. Remember Gladys who looked out the window to everybody? So okay, so you're thankful for family and friends.
Yeah.
And I am thankful. I've said thank you to God. I know so many times in the last couple weeks, and it's about health. I did have COVID hit some family members and friends, and I was thankful that they got a light case of it and they didn't have to go to the hospital. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for their health. I'm thankful that I didn't get it, and I'm thankful that I didn't give it to someone else. And I'm just thankful for my health and my ability to continue to work even when these weird situations arise. I'm very thankful for that. And thankful absolutely for my family and friends and everybody that comes on every week. I'm very thankful for you. And so that's why we're bringing them on just to say something about what they're thankful for. So I told them come around 6:40-ish. So Larry was on the scene. And
hey,
Larry. Yay!
How we doing, guys?
Yes.
What's going on?
Hey, it's the Larry that's always here. You always support us. We here are very thankful for you.
We love you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
We support you in doing all that. And,
thanks.
I'm very thankful for health, family, our business, and thank God for Zoom.
Thank God for Zoom.
I'm surprised they haven't made us all wear a mask on Zoom. So
that's an X.
Sorry.
That's next. Sorry. You're messing up their plan.
I know. I'm probably give them an ideas now.
But yeah, see, they're the infamous Larry. That's what they were. They want to know who you are. There he is.
Yeah,
there is Larry. He comes on every week. Just thank you so much.
When I think of Larry, I think of faithful. I can set my clock to Larry.
Yeah, he's good. He is good.
He's like a Swiss watch. He is always on time.
He's always
there you go.
So I'm going to keep.
My buddies.
Yes, I'm going to keep you on stream as long as you're okay with that. And I'm going to bring in our next people that are ready to be thankful. And I'm so excited to hear what they have to say. Hello. Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Tell them what your name is.
Clayton.
Hi, Clayton. So what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family, my friends. I'm thankful for everybody. I don't know. I'm thankful for food, money. I'm thankful for a lot of things.
That's good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you for coming on and sharing that. It's a really cool poster behind you too. Yeah. Thankful for you coming on.
Well, Clayton, we know what football team Clayton roots for.
That's what I was just getting ready to say.
Exactly, buddy.
Cool.
Well done.
That's
job.
great.
Hey.
All right. Anybody else in your room wanted to say something?
Him and I are buddies.
Mom's
there
trying
she
to
is.
hide.
No, you can't hide. So
I'm
what do you-
thankful for this guy right here.
Oh, that's sweet.
Awesome. And I'm thankful for you, Cherish. Oh, I said her name. I didn't know if she wanted her name out there, but
hi. I'm
sorry.
Cherish.
Thankful for you.
Her name even describes Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Aw. I would turn the phone sideways, but then will that mess it up?
I don't think so.
Is that
There you
better?
go. Yes,
There we go.
very much.
Now I'm in it.
Awesome. Yay.
Cherish is like one of my favorite names. It's like the most warm, fuzzy name ever, right?
Yeah.
I cherish.
Thank you.
And anybody else can jump on too. If you want to jump on, you let me know. I'll send you the link. Okay. So Kenny, he couldn't get on. He wanted to come on, but he couldn't. His phone didn't support the app. So a sound mind, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. That's really good. Thank you, Kenny, for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to share that. So if you are on here and you want to have a shout out and say what you're thankful for, I would love for you to come on. But I am thankful for these people right now. And Bob, I'm very thankful for you, by the way.
No.
I'm very thankful for you. You have definitely helped me to see different perspectives of so many things and give me a lot of wisdom. So I'm very thankful for you.
That's sweet.
So, just want you to know that.
Sandy, it might be, I wanted to tell you too, I tried to get on the link that you sent. It wouldn't let me in either. So I went out on Safari and did the HTTP StreamYard and with the number, and then that did let me in. So if somebody's having trouble, have them try that. That way it,
Okay. Yeah.
possibly.
If you want to come on, let us know. Okay. Somebody else is coming on. Okay. All right. We'll add them in there.
I'm going to bow out.
Oh, that sounds.
Oh, there we go. Jason.
Hey. Hey. Hi, Jason. How are you? Yeah, I can hear you. It has a little bit of a static-y thing going on.
There we go.
There you go.
Cut down Facebook because it was coming through to volume.
Yeah, I can't hear you at all now. At all.
Hang on.
We have sound issues sometimes. And there's Cherish. Where's our girl? Cherish.
I'll find her.
Okay, there we go. I'll find her. Okay. Nope. Can't hear you now. Here, I tell you what. We're always having like sound issues. Well, he is calling from a different hemisphere, so
Yeah.
could be
Could
be that.
I always
Is that
tell
any
those
better?
people.
Yes, that's better. Yes.
So whenever you're from the southern hemisphere, you got to do everything in reverse.
Yes.
Right.
Hi.
So Jason, the truth of it is, you should be upside down.
I know. Well, I am. I am. The camera's just upside down. It looks like it's the right way up.
Got it. Yeah, if we're going to be literal,
We can't hear you.
He should be upside
Sure.
down talking to us.
We
Nice
can't
to finally meet you, Bob, as well.
Yes, thanks, brother. Mate.
Cherish, I can't
That's
hear
it.
you. You have no sound. There
No,
you go.
it's been great. I was saying to Sandy the other day, watching the two of you, you're both very different, but you both work really well. So that's one thing I'm grateful for, to come in contact with both of you, because it's good to get a different perspective. You guys sometimes are on the same page, sometimes you're very different. Some days you're on the frustrated side, other days you're on your happy side, but it's good. It's a good balance. And I appreciate learning about you, because you've got a very worldly experience, and you understood Australia and New Zealand and all the different cultures. So it's good to hear it from your side as well. So
thank you.
I'm very grateful for the two of you guys jumping on each week. And because of the time difference, I don't get to all the shows, especially lately, seeing the times adjusted again. But no, you guys rock. I appreciate you both. So.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. Thanks
Well,
for tuning in.
I know for me, I one of the things that I get frustrated, and I haven't even posted about this today on my Facebook page, is I get frustrated by the cancel culture that wants a single perspective, because I believe that the way God created creation, that one of the values he instilled in it is diversity. The dilemma is diversity is difficult to manage, right? Uniformity and conformity of thought are easier to manage. Diversity is a little bit more difficult, but that's where the whole issue of love comes in, and learning how to honor and respect and all the. In other words, we actually become stronger when we're diverse. So I'm all about diversity. I want as many different thoughts out there as we can. I think we strengthen each other that way. That's why I love culture. You know what I mean? Culture is so interesting. Two different cultures can look at the same situation with very different perspectives. But it's not this or that. It's both and, but it's learning from each other. So I hope we create an environment here where diversity of thought and opinion and perspective are celebrated.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Especially with like a lot of movies that have come out recently and over the last couple of years, people are like, no, I didn't like that. They need to remake it. And now they're talking about, doing alternate universes. And it's like, what happened to us just accepting what we're given and going, okay, that's a good thing or a bad thing? Why not just appreciate the effort they put in, and they did the best they can at the time? That's all we're all trying to do, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Well,
so
somebody else joined us.
Thankful for diversity. I mean, that's really, I mean, that's the way God made it. We should be celebrating it. I mean, look at us all sitting here. We're different. We each have different stories to tell, different experiences we've had. So
yeah. Well, we have another guest over here that wants to. Yes.
Ooh.
So hi, how are you? Hi. So we're talking about gratefulness. What's one thing that you're grateful for, or many things you're grateful for? It doesn't have to just be one.
I'm grateful for my cat, because he always sleeps with me, and because he is always there for me, and he's just so cute, and he loves to cuddle, and I love to cuddle.
That's good. I like your cat too, don't I?
You said he's one of the only cats that you like.
Yes, the only cat I like is her cat. So anything else? Anything else you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for my mom, because she created me.
Yes. All
and
right.
she loves me.
Right.
That's it.
That's good. All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate it. All right. It's good seeing you. Okay. Well, thank you, Cherish, for sharing your beautiful children with us.
All right, we're gonna head out and finish dinner now.
Okay.
But we're gonna
All
keep watching.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Good to see you.
Have a good dinner. Okay. All right.
You put her onto lights there, Sandy? She seems to
No,
have different colours
her
going on.
kids have these lights just like I do already in their rooms. It's pretty cool. I went over there and I went, oh, you guys have lights too. We're all lit up. And Larry, you have a nice chandelier right there behind you, I see. You're muted. You're on mute.
Yeah,
somehow.
Sorry about that. You're getting
okay.
the real deal here. I don't have a background right now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Yeah. So next week is Thanksgiving. Well, here So, Jason, do they have Thanksgiving there of any type? Anything like it? Or I know it's not the
No.
same, but
It's probably more Christmas we do it because I mean we have like Easter and a lot of other I suppose Australia Day we get a little bit sort of grateful for the heritage of Australia and so forth. But no, it's one thing that I think I mentioned on my show a few weeks ago. I think that it's something that a lot of countries should do more of. I know that the history behind Thanksgiving is not always a good thing, but to have a day where you're actually thankful, and I suppose we put it all into our Christmas day where, you know, we sort of try to, like most countries, I guess, catch up with family and spend time with them. And even if we can't catch up with them, I like to sort of say to people, if you can't catch up with them, you know, the next 4 weeks leading up to Christmas, reach out to people you haven't spoken to in a while and just, you know, wish them happy Christmas, check in, you know, say how thankful you are, you know, for them, because apart from the two of you guys and also Larry, because I see his name pop up a lot on the show and a lot of your other regulars as well. You know, I'm extremely grateful. I suppose a lot of people say it, but I'm extremely grateful for the family I've chosen. I sort of say, because people like you and that I've chosen to be in my world, you know, it's good to get different perspectives. And I wouldn't be me today if it wasn't for the people that I allowed in my life and that come through and taught me different lessons from friends here, friends overseas, friends up back home in Queensland and so forth. And, you know, we all come from different backgrounds and different beginnings. And there's times where it's not really good beginnings, as you know, my story. And, you know, people take you in and you learn from stuff. And even, you know, even before your show, I was talking to you before and I said I'd sent out a few messages to a few close friends today just to sort of say how much they meant to me, because, you know, you mentioned in your show the other day that, you know, we don't know how much time we have. We may be here today or tomorrow.
I mentioned that we were going to die, right, Bob?
Yeah, poor Bob was drawn down on Monday morning. Oh, geez.
Sorry, Bob.
Bring it down sort of a bit of a level. But, you know, it's just saying that, you know, we don't know if tomorrow is not guaranteed sort of thing. So we lose people every day, and we don't want to live with the regret of not telling them how much they meant to us or how much, you know, we mean to them sort of thing. So it's always good to have something. You should do it every day, but if you have to have a day like Thanksgiving, I think it's a good idea to, like Valentine's Day and a lot of those other days, it's like a bit of a kick in the butt to say, hey, when was the last time you actually told people how grateful and thankful you are for them? So I think it's a great idea. Sorry, that was a long-winded answer, but you know what I mean.
No, I think it's excellent, you know.
Yeah, so Bob didn't like my whole that we're gonna die thing the other day though. Like, but we are.
Well, you know, I've heard this, you know, people say this, which in some ways I kind of agree with it, which is no regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that thought, I wish I woulda.
Yeah.
I wish I woulda.
Yeah.
And I think what Jason's onto there is that if there's one thing that I have run into a lot in counseling, is the things people didn't say to each other that they wanted to say before one or the other was taken.
Yes.
You know, whether that's siblings, parents, friends, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess one of the things that that's helpful in my world is the concept of keeping short accounts. Don't let things drag out.
No.
You know, like Jason said, you know, express our thankful. You know, I need to tell him or I need to tell her, and then months go by, right? And then something happens, something tragic can happen, and then you're stuck with this. I should have said this.
Yeah.
You know,
and it does happen.
I think the other thing is that of us have the capacity to see into each other's souls. So there's a whole lot going on in people that we don't know. And what I try to encourage people is if you get that inkling, you know what I mean? That little inkling, like, you know, I appreciate that. Or you see something in someone, speak it.
Yeah.
Usually those little inklings are little nudges from the Spirit of God that somebody is in need of those words. And so I just think that we need to be a little bit more obedient to those sort of inklings when you get those thoughts like, I really appreciate that, or them, something they did, whatever. I don't think we articulate those things enough. And I think there's a lot of people right now out there in the world that could use some encouragement, because, people are sort of feeling disenfranchised and confused. You hear me say this a lot on the show about living in the hallway of life. It used to be, that was something, if you had a job transition, or you were, had gone through a divorce, or, you were in that space between things, you'd left one relationship, but you weren't in, or a purpose.
Yeah.
What makes now unique is it's like the whole world is living in the hallway. It feels like. I've never seen that phenomenon more widespread than it is now. So there's a whole lot of people out there right now that are just living in the hallway. It's like, well, we're not there, but we're not, we can't go back because we already lived that, but we can't go forward. So we're in this weird space.
Right.
I think a lot of people right now need to be encouraged
Yes.
while they're living in that hallway of life.
Right. They don't even know what they're waiting for. They don't even have a clue what it is exactly that they're waiting for. So
like they don't have a key to the next room.
So that's,
you know what I mean?
So that's something for Larry. Larry sends me links to all these. There's lots of creative people out there right now. They're just constantly creating, and I think this is really helpful, for someone, that doesn't know what's going to happen, but they can create their own space, right? We can start creating some things that we want, maybe that we put on hold, and I've heard it said so many times now, this has been an opportunity, an opportunity to slow down and to do inventory. So we're doing inventory on the things that we were neglecting, and we're doing inventory on the things that maybe we shouldn't have been doing in the first place. Our habits have switched, right, Larry?
Yeah. We get so tied up in all the bad things about COVID and all that, but you don't stop to think it's bringing families back together. Just like you said, it's getting to, you got to create it, because I think we're not going to go back to the way we were. And, like you say, to me, it's people that you see on a daily basis, you don't see them much anymore. So, just by checking in, you're not really saying anything, just to let know, you're still here and all that. I know I do it with you, Sandy, and I do it with a lot of people, and I get it too. Hey, just checking on you. How's your day? And so there's a lot of good to it. Yeah, absolutely.
That goes far. That means a lot to people.
Yeah, just saying, hey, not going to keep your time. It's just have a fantastic day. And, thank God for Zoom, because, it's saving a bunch of us, where we can network. You don't realize, I hate to say, but, we kind of live in a small world, because Zoom's opening up. For us, we've been networking right here, and now I'm in every state. I've been in 9 different states today networking, meeting people, and it's fun, just like you said, Jason. The world's different in other states. Some people are not having any issues whatsoever, and and here we're doing almost closed to being shut back down. Some of those are locked down. So, you got to take, you just got to take every day, be grateful for every day, because, like you said, I say every moment.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about opportunities. I think, again, I'm way up here at the 50,000 foot view, but who we are is really defined by our values.
Yeah.
Right. But the problem is a lot of times, especially in the US, where it's like, you don't realize it because it's your normal, but we live at high RPMs. We have so many things we're doing. We're always moving. We're always going, right? If you've got kids, you're at one activity after, people just haven't stopped. And technology has caused the RPMs to speed up even more. And because of technology, we can even do more, right? And so I think one of the positive sides of this whole COVID thing is it's forced everyone to slow down.
Yes.
Right. It's taken away a whole lot of things, and I don't want to use the word distractions, but in some ways they are distractions. There's all these things because we can just constantly keep busy.
Yeah.
And we don't take time to take stock of our life and go, wait a minute, what is important to me?
Yeah. Because
that question defines what your values are. But once you know what your values are, and I talked about that this week in one of my posts, is decision making gets really easy once you know what your values are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's like, this is who I am. This is what's important to me. These are my values. And that's the filter through which you make decisions. And things move really fast.
Yes.
A lot of times when you can't make a decision is because you don't know what your value is.
Right.
You don't know which value, right? So I just think this has been in a weird way, and it's a season for us all to be able to step back from the craziness, the madness of life, the hyperactiveness of life, and just take a step back and go, wait a minute, what's important to me?
Yeah. Well, hi, Christina. Thanks for joining us. Hi, guys. That's why sleep is important, especially now in this crazy, busy life. She has a sleep show that she does. She gives tips on how to sleep. Some people have that issue with sleep. I'm kind of a night owl. What about you?
I'm sure if we had her on, she would explain it to us, but people don't realize how crucial sleep is to your health.
Yeah.
Especially your mental health.
Yeah. She's welcome to come on, Christina. You're welcome to jump on if you want.
So those are things. So even though I'm not thankful for the virus,
no,
I am thankful for some of the things that are the fruit of it, the things, the experiences that we're going through in it, and realizing, well, that relationship really was more important to me than I thought. That was more valuable than I realized.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you hear that said, well, when something's taken away from you, then you begin to realize how important it was, right? Yeah. So loss, sense of loss always helps us understand what's valuable and what's not. It's a weird paradox, but it's true,
I realize how much time I wasted. I had a lot of, apparently I have a lot more time than I realized. Like I have a lot of time. Like I used to think I didn't have much time, and I would tell everybody I'm busy. And now I realize that was not true.
Well, it
becomes that thing about what you prioritize is what you're busy with. My priorities have restacked, I guess you would say.
Well, there's a law, and I can't remember the name of it. Maybe you guys know what it is, but it's about space. And if you buy a house, right? When you buy a house, if you upsize to a bigger house, what you will do will go out and buy a lot of stuff because you need to fill the space. If there's a psychological need, there's a law that it's not Murphy's Law because that's a different law, but there's a law. I can't remember what it's called, but we have a need as humans to fill space.
Yes.
Right. Well, that's not only true within area, it's true within our soul. Like one of the things I find, people are afraid of being quiet.
Oh yeah.
Fill the time of space.
Yeah.
Say that again. I didn't hear it, Jason.
Fill the time of space. And that's what I think, to add to what you and both Larry both said, is we are now appreciating, stripping everything back and appreciating the relationships that really mean to us, the relationships that really don't mean much. And also we're starting to realize how many things that we've probably wasted our time and money. Like I know when we opened up here, a lot of people raced out to go and book restaurants and everything else. But I think a lot of people are going to go do that and then go, you know what? That was good. But look how much money we saved when we were in lockdown and how much money we would have spent on coffees, dinners, lunches, shopping for things that we really didn't need to fill those spaces, as you say. And you just think, wow. And just to add to what you're saying before, and I think Larry said this, but also being thankful for the little things, as in if you do go to a coffee shop, go and say thank you to the guy or the girl that makes your coffee. If you go there all the time, I did it just before I got back here, picked up the try, and I just said I had to ask the new guy what his name was. And I said, look, just want to say thank you to you guys, because I mean, it's been pretty rough. But you guys have been here every day. I don't have to ask after you see me coming across the crossing, and you already get the FBOSS machine ready for me to pay, and you already started making it. And I said, that saved a lot of time. And I just want to thank you. There's 7 coffee shops in our area, but you guys have come because you know what I want, and you make it effortlessly, and you make it the right temperature and everything. And I say thank you. And they'd say, oh, it's just our job. And it's like, yeah, there's 6 other people doing the same job, and they don't do it like you. So thank you. So the wait staff, the shop owners, people that you only interact occasionally, it's good to say thank you to them as well, because we wouldn't have the lifestyle we have if we didn't say thank you to them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it even comes, it's not even just even relationships. It's just the life we live here in the States. I mean, as somebody that travels around the world, you know how many bucket baths I've had to take with no central heating or air conditioning, and it's flipping freezing, you know what I mean? Because they don't have showers, right?
Yeah.
I remember being in Ireland, where there, a lot of the people they don't have central heating. They use these little bog bricks to heat one room, right?
Yeah.
And so the whole rest of the house is freezing cold, and you're under the blankets, and long as you're under there, it's great. But when you get out of bed in the morning and it's 35, 40 degrees, you're just like, oh, give me that central heating and air conditioning.
Yeah, there's things that we take for granted.
Great. We walk over to the wall, we flip a switch, and it's just like we just take it for granted that the lights are going to come on, because that's an expectation we have. You know how many places in the world it doesn't come on? You don't even know when it's going to come on. I mean, I've been in Zimbabwe where it's 2:00 in the morning, right? It's pitch black, and suddenly all the lights go on in the machine, right? Because they decided to have power then at 2 a.m., right?
Wow.
And so everybody gets up and does their ironing and their laundry, and they're cooking really fast in the middle of the night, because in 3 hours the electricity's going off again.
Wow.
See what I mean? It's like those are things that we as Americans or even Westerners, we just take so much for granted.
Yeah.
So I come home. You should see what I do when I come home from Africa. I kiss the floor of my apartment.
Wow.
Everybody wants it now, like you say. Everybody wants it now.
Yeah.
We were having that discussion this morning in our mastermind group. That's, positive in every situation out there, no matter how bad it is. And, like you got to learn to adapt. And you don't stop to think, I have a gentleman that I network, a really cool guy that he puts out $25 to $50. He did a $25 one on a Starbucks gift card the other day and texted it around to everybody and say, enjoy a coffee on me today. And,
nice.
It's good till it's gone. And that's really cool, creating that kind of pay it forward.
Yeah. It's pay it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. I've had that happen where I was in a drive-through and they said, oh, the person in front of you paid
for it.
And then of course, then you like, well, I'll just give you what I was going to give you. And then we can continue that on. So I always wonder how far that goes, hopefully.
We made little poker chips up and bought stickers that says pay it forward. And we do that. So when we pay for a coffee, you hand the cashier gal taking your money, that card. And you pay for the next car and then hand that chip for them to go pay it forward to somebody else.
What kind of chip is it?
Poker chip, just red, white, and blue poker chips. You buy a big bag of them, and then you go to a promo person and they'll do little round circle pay it forward stickers, and you stick them on. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
just crazy stuff.
We could all get dressed up in Santa Claus things and then get a big bag full of toilet paper rolls.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Well,
where
and
at?
Just walk around. I mean, and just like, that would be like the best gift ever.
We'd be mugged. We would totally be mugged at that point.
Exactly. I mean, think about it though, how funny that would be. You're like, happy Christmas.
So Sandy
This
TP
year's toilet
Claus,
paper.
I can see it now. Sandy TP Claus. I'm gonna name
We
it.
can't get any toilet paper from our Walmart on 135th and Black Bob. You see
Really?
that? They
It's
shut-
gone now? Oh,
shut the-
look.
Oh,
They
Jason.
did worse than that.
Don't show that. They're gonna rob you.
They're coming down. I got cousins in Aussie. They're coming to your house.
Yeah, there you go.
But you
They
know what I
shut the
mean?
wall.
That would just be, I mean, people would die laughing if you put your Santa bag down and pulled out a toilet paper roll. They'd be like, best gift ever.
Well, that's what they're saying. I saw a meme yesterday where somebody had wrapped them all up and was like, I went Christmas shopping for you. And so great Christmas gifts, right?
The absurdity of the moment, right? Who would have ever thought in your lifetime?
I warned you last week. I knew it was coming. The great TP thing was rearing its ugly head again.
Right.
I was like, uh-oh, people are getting COVID. That means that it's going to be gone.
They shut
What
the
it has
Walmart.
to do with it, I haven't figured it out. I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know the connection.
Mhm.
They shut
Right.
the whole Walmart store down at 135th and Black Bob. We just
Wow.
heard today. for
Wow.
Sanitizing it, and it's not going to be reopened till Saturday night, I guess. So there won't be any. Yeah. The
What
whole
happened?
store shut down. Who knows? They won't tell us. They said they're shutting the whole store down to sanitize it, and we'll be back open like Saturday night, I think it was.
Oh, great.
So,
I
Good thing I
saw-
don't.
I saw a few months ago they've got this little robot now. It was actually at a Walmart store and it had infrared lights, because infrared kills the COVID bug.
Oh,
and so
That's
it
what they
was
say.
going up and down the aisles at Walmart, blasting everything with UV rays. So
Wow. Hi, Mary Louise, if she's still on here. Who's on here? If I want you guys to say in the comments, post in the comments one thing you're thankful for. If you have 10 things, it's fine, but just at least write one thing that you are thankful for this week, because we won't be on next Thursday because it is Thanksgiving, and we're not like the crazy Black Friday people.
yeah.
We don't just come on anyway. Sorry.
So you're taking
they
the day
having
off, is
Black
what
Friday?
you're saying?
We are. Are.
No.
And besides
no.
that, Larry, it's not polite to talk with food in your mouth.
That's why. That's right.
And what's usually on that day, my mouth is filled with food pretty much the whole day.
You
Sounds
know,
like we're going to hit your house and then we're going to JC's for toilet paper.
you're going to be flying a long time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to disclose where my whereabouts will be, just in case the people
The police.
know. We don't know. The
You'll
thing
be
is,
home with
The
family.
police.
oh, there he is. Look, there's my son.
Uh-huh.
Soon, Mama. Hi, Matt.
Uh-oh. I think he's giving away the secret.
Yeah. Nope, he's not, which is good.
Oh.
Hi, him. Yeah.
Sneaky
I get to see
Sandy.
him.
I'm changing it from sunny Sandy to sneaky Sandy.
Sneaky. Ooh, she's sneaking. Yeah.
Going covert.
Yay.
Covert
I'm
Thanksgiving.
good. Covert. I know I'm on a mission. I got my Hummer lined up. Don't
I'll tell
worry.
you a funny
My Hummer's
story.
outside. I got the Hummer. It has no tracking on it. The whole deal.
So this is-
Bulletproof.
this is a true story. This is hilarious. But when my youngest Michael was about, I don't know, he had somewhere between 2 and 3. We had a whole house full of guests, and the kids had all gone to bed already. So we're all sitting in the living room having a serious discussion about something. And I look out of the corner of my eye, and there's my little guy who's buck naked. He's got a Dr. Seuss book over the front of his head, right? And he's going sideways down the hallway trying to sneak into the kitchen, except for he's buck naked. So little Willie's hanging out and everything, right? And I'm watching this going, what in heaven's name is going on here? And so finally, I noticed some of our guests were kind of seeing what I was seeing, right? And so I go, hey, Mikey. And he doesn't say anything. I go, hey, Mikey. And then I hear this little voice from behind the book, Dad, you can't see me.
because he's hiding his face.
Right,
Yeah.
because you couldn't see us behind the book, right? He just, in his little mind, was
Thought that nobody
absolutely
could-
mystified how I could see him.
That's cute.
So there you go, Sandy. So
Aw.
you know, don't be hiding behind any books.
I won't be.
Sneaking out of the
I
house,
won't
you
be
know.
hiding. So
Okay.
Matt, tell Olivia Gigi says hi.
Yeah.
Olivia says hi, Gigi. Yeah, she is getting very vocal. She's
Mhm.
only 10 months, I think.
Oh, yeah.
She's little still. Anyway, I don't get to see her though, but anyway,
well.
I'm thankful for her. I'm very thankful for her. So,
Yeah, so
So-
it is, you know, it's interesting when we have a day of Thanksgiving, but as you know, I said to you before we get on the show, I think the truth of it is if you want to have a healthy spiritual life, living a life of Thanksgiving is
yes,
really the key.
I'm
You know,
thankful.
looking for things to be grateful for on a daily basis, I think is really healthy. You know,
Like you said before, Bob, about, you know, if you have an urge to sort of tell somebody, you know, you're thankful for them or they've done a good job and that, just do it. Send a message then, or send
Right.
a text or a messenger, because you never know. They might be in your thoughts because maybe they're having a crap day and they would appreciate and go,
Right.
wow, can't believe Bob he just sent me this random message saying how awesome I am. That's
Yeah.
really nice. I'm having a crap day, so I'm feeling a little bit better. So I think we need to do it more often. You know, we don't need Valentine's Day to say that we love someone. We don't need Thanksgiving, but sometimes we also need a kick in the butt to say,
Yeah.
all right, when was the last time, I guess?
Yeah.
I tend to think that a lot of times those little things that pop in randomly are sort of a God thing, you know, and they need to be acted on. It's like when it just comes out of nowhere, like you're not sitting there thinking about them. They're not in the, you know what I mean? It's just this random sense that comes over you, or this thing that, you know, fills your spirit. And you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I would say play that card. If you feel it, you need to speak it. You know what I mean? Yeah, those are
nothing to
usually bad things. That's usually, and it's amazing. You know how many times in my life, you know, I've you know played that card, and people just go, "Wow, how did you know?"
Yeah.
I didn't know.
See,
I
I
felt
didn't
it.
know. Right. I didn't know, but somebody else knew.
Yeah, somebody else knew, and I'm just letting you know we see you.
Yeah, it's all right. So yeah, if you're out there, if you're and that's, let's bring that up. Because sometimes holidays can be hard on people.
Mm,
Because they think of the memories of the past,
mhm.
and maybe they're going to be alone for Thanksgiving. Maybe they don't have anybody around. You know, unfortunately, even like in my family, all of our older people have all passed away. So
Mhm.
I have my dad still, and that's the oldest person I have in my whole family now. Like he's the patriarch, and then my sisters and my cousins, you know, were the next level. And you know, people don't gather like they used to anyway, you know, I think, which is interesting. They just don't gather as families like we used to, you know. So, you know,
Well,
this
I
is for
grew up. My mom was the cook, and
Yeah.
I had an aunt who was a baker.
oh
And so,
nice.
I mean, I'm
cook
talking
and a
about
baker?
Thanksgiving we didn't sit at the table because these two women, what they cooked and baked, filled the whole table. I mean,
So you guys had to
I
stand
look
with your
back on it
plate,
now going, oh my, I would love to relive those Thanksgivings because it was stunning. These ladies would just, my mom and her sister, they'd be up the night before, you know what I mean? And
Right.
all day long, you just ate, you know?
Well, where'd you eat? Did you stand with your plate?
Oh no, we all sat in the, you know, we all went with our plates into another room, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know,
So
and it typically all the kids ended up, you know, hanging out on the floor and the adults were in the chairs. But yeah, the table, there was no room for people to sit at the table.
okay, so Thanksgiving is horrifying for me.
Is
You
it?
know why?
Why?
Because that's when everybody piles everything on their plates together, and that makes me crazy. I have to separate all my food.
I
But
was like that when I was a kid.
gravy is a common denominator.
Okay.
So if gravy goes on potatoes and the turkey, then they can touch. But other than that, the common denominator gravy can make them touch.
I've hardly met any people like me.
They're over there clapping. Are you both like that too, or something?
That's
Oh, wow.
weird because I haven't met too many people in my life that were like that. But I was that, and my food couldn't touch.
Oh no!
You know how my mom, like if we were acting up at the table, right? Moms, they just kind of know how to get under your skin. So if we were like complaining about the food or something, my mom would get up to do something, then she'd walk behind me and she would have a fork in her hand. She'd stir my plate up.
Oh no! Oh
Yep.
no!
Oh my God! It's just it was just like, Mom,
Oh
you're just
no!
mean.
No. I am non-touch. Yeah. Again, don't let my stuff touch. And the gravy cannot even like go onto the plate. It's like
Is that OCD?
I don't know what that is.
I was wondering how
Yeah.
that is, because you worry about it on your plate, but once it hits the belly,
Yeah.
you keep it separate.
I don't worry about that.
Totally.
I know the liver took care
Don't
of
worry
it. The
about that.
liver kind of did something. So then it doesn't really
So
even
here's
touch.
another question. So do you eat each thing, all your corn at once, then all your mashed potatoes at once?
I'm not even going to call my sister out on that, but my sister does that. She eats one thing at a time, but I can actually do that. I can actually, but again, common denominator stuff like gravy is, I can eat turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes, but
See, it's weird because I'm the same way. This is the inconsistency of it, right? So if there's different things on my plate, I separate it. But then I like chili and stew.
I can do
All
that.
these things where it's all in
They're
one bowl. And
supposed
I'm
to
like,
be
this is
that
so
way.
weird.
It's supposed to look like it's supposed to be that way. I even like,
I know, but it's so inconsistent. It's like, it's just like, it's okay if it's in stew, but if it's on my plate, it can't touch.
Man, now I'm hungry. Are y'all hungry now? I'm hungry now. Why are we doing?
Well, we have 7 minutes and then I'm going to go eat dinner.
We have a minute.
Anyone got some gravy? I want some gravy. I just want chips and gravy now. Big bowl of chips and gravy.
I thought you were going to say a meat pie. I'm going out for a meat pie.
Oh,
meat?
yeah, a bit of that.
What's a meat pie? I don't even know what a meat pie is. What is a meat pie?
Pie with meat in it. Well, it's actually not really meat here in Australia.
Yeah. So,
what is it?
Croissants? The flakiness of croissants?
Yeah.
Well, in Aussie, New Zealand, UK, they have what they call meat pies, but it's that kind of flaky dough. But then inside of it, you'll have all kinds of different stuff. So you could get like hamburger meat, you know what I mean? Like, or it might be like stewy kind of stuff, or it'll be cheese, or it'll be, but they like stick everything in these little pies, and they're about that big.
Oh.
So they call them meat pies. And like when you stop for gas, like if we would stop at Quick Trip, they'd have them right next to the.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's a little pie. Yeah. What's making it? Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
It doesn't
It's a thing in Aussie land and New Zealand as well. So it's like when you like go to Quick Trip to get your gas and it's lunchtime, you go, give me 2 meat pies.
You can't go to the football without having a meat pie and beer. You got to have a meat pie. You got to have a beer.
At the game. That's
the game. Yeah.
So that blends into my other food issue of not having anything that drips and like is messy. So I don't think I could do that. I think I don't know. But I am the only girl on this, so you guys.
I actually like the meat pies.
Ooh. Do you like eat it? I mean, how do you eat it at a game?
Well, what I like down under where he's from that we don't is lamb. See, I love lamb. It's not a meat that we eat a lot here in the States. So when I go to Australia, New Zealand, man, I am just eating as much lamb as I can get.
Really?
Yeah.
I had some lamb chops for lunch the other day. Remember? Yeah. So,
I don't know lamb. Mary had a little one.
the fleece was white as snow.
Okay, now I'm getting crazy.
Well,
All right,
once it
now
got
I'm
big,
hungry for Thanksgiving dinner. So
once Mary's lamb got big, it got fleeced.
I know. It's oh, brother. This is
If you let that lamb around Aussie, man, they'll have it on its back with its hind legs and they'll be screaming that thing.
Well, I just want you guys all to know I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for this platform that we get to discuss things on, and that Facebook has been nice to us. I'm thankful to Facebook even that they're nice and haven't shut us down yet. And so
Just don't play any more music, girl.
Yeah, apparently it's the music. But anyway, I'm thankful for you all that watch every week, and thank you for joining us. And Larry, we're very thankful for you. Thankful for you, Jason. Thankful for you, Bob. And so I'm going to end it on that note. And so we will see you on Monday, but we will not see you on Thursday. So
We're thankful for you
much.
as well, Sandy.
well, thank
Yeah.
you. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
that.
letting us spend time with you tonight.
How do you do that? Oh, there you go.
Right. I do that. I do that with my grandkids, and they're like, "Poke me, Papa, poke me."
Oh, wait, there. This down over. Okay, there we go. Now I got it. It's like a little dance. Okay, thank you guys.
All right.
We
Keep
will see.
rocking it.
All right. Have a good weekend, all of you.
All right.
You too.
Yeah.
Be
You too,
safe.
guys.
Okay.
Stay
Thanks.
safe.
All right.
Bye.